Okay. All right, guys. Welcome to the podcast. Can't say the name on here because TikTok does not let me. But if you're watching on the tube, you know what the name of the podcast is. So we are going to be talking about something that, for some reason, controls people's moods, relationships, and sometimes their personalities. And that's going to be social media drama versus real life drama. How many times, and you can throw ones in the chat if you have encountered the big bad social media drama, because we all have, and we've all been part of it. We've all entertained it for a little while, maybe some more than others, but we've all been part of some kind of social media drama. Because I swear, some people are fighting for their life in comment sections instead of trying to fix the problem by a phone call. And it just makes it spirals it out of control. Social media drama, what I mean by social media drama is comments, subtweeting, vague posts. Did you ever see those posts on one of the social media platforms where somebody puts up a meme and you automatically think it's about you, or you posted it just because you like that specific meme and somebody automatically thinks it's about them and they're lighting up your inbox, or they're just ignoring you because in their mind that post was about them? How many times has that happened? Christy, has that happened to you?
Yeah.
Yeah, more than I can say. And let me tell you, I'm the type of person that I'm going to say it to your face. And I just post things because I like them or they resonate with me, or it just is something that I hear that I'm like, oh my God, that sounds familiar. But I don't really think of a specific person. And I'm like, and I get even people that are friends with me will be like, oh my God, who do I have to hurt? And I'm like, no, nobody. I really just like the way it was worded. Like, I'm a person that I love personal development, right? Like, I'm the one that reads the books. I'm the one that has all the, how to unfuck your life and all those books. Yes, that is a real book.
I know. I just forgot. You remember we're on the
I know, but yeah, I've cursed on here before. It's okay. I just can't say the words that, like, the FAT word, the name of the podcast.
Okay.
So, I am definitely somebody that's into all those sayings. So good, bad, ugly. If it rings truth, I'm going to post it. And some people just can't handle that. And right. I feel like some people shouldn't be on social media, especially if you are like our last podcast that we've been trying to record. If you are an overthinker like myself, maybe if you're going to take things personally, maybe this, platforms are not the best place for you for that reason. And a lot of it has to do with miscommunication, ego, boredom, like people just jealousy. People just take things that they either want to do. If somebody else is doing it, they get that envy bug, right? And they have to like somehow tear you down, whether it be from posts, whether it be from comments, whether it be you're trying to do a podcast and people are like, oh, well, you're looking away from the camera too much. Or they're trying to just poke fun at you, really, because they're envious of what you're doing, because maybe they just are too nervous to do it. And I feel bad for people like that. I feel like they're putting their energy in the wrong direction, but I definitely feel sorry for people that have to hurt other people's feelings to make themselves feel better for not doing certain things. And that I feel bad for, but part of me does. And then the other part of me is like, grow the F up and do what you want to do and don't make other people miserable because you're miserable. Get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Usually it's a reflection of them. Like if somebody's making comments about you, it's a reflection of them.
Absolutely.
It really has nothing to even do with you.
And I feel like with social media, you're more creative, right? So you have time, like real life drama, that you have to take ownership for things you do. You have to have the hard conversations. You're face to face with somebody or on the phone with somebody. So you have to come up with what you're going to say back, and you don't want to take accountability for something you did. So that, I guess, real life drama is just so much harder than social media drama, that you see social media drama a lot more because people are just more comfortable and performative that they have time to come up with the perfect comeback. They're probably asking AI, what can I say to this? You know what I'm saying? Like it's they can be more performative with it, and they're in it for sometimes the views and the victim mentality. That is my biggest pet peeve. My biggest pet peeve is the victim mentality because of the fact that you never take ownership for what you do. You never, if I've done something wrong, or if I'm the first one to be like, yeah, I shouldn't have said that. And then I tell them why I shouldn't have said that. You can't just say I shouldn't have said that, because then you're just saying it to just make the conversation stop. You're just saying it so the other person can be like, oh my, she apologized. But you don't know what you're apologizing for. You're just doing it to stop the conversation. And again, that's the difference between real life drama and social media drama. Because a lot of the times the social media drama lasts so much longer. Guys, there's people fighting with themselves for years. For years. Like, this shit literally creeps up in their mind from a year or two ago, and they're still posting about things that happened 2 years ago. This is people that can't move on. People that need to talk to somebody. And you can't be the one to point that out. I myself, with social media drama, have gotten into it. And then I realized, like, you can't fight with people that are kind of insane. Like, if you're not going to get help for something that or let me put it this way. Let me circle back. Rewind. Let's circle back. If you have a bunch of different friend groups, right? And in every friend group, there is a downright fight where you guys become social media enemies, and you're posting videos about each other, and you're going in and blowing up each other's comments, and you're doing this and you're doing that, and then you go to another group and then it happens again, and then you go to another group and it happens again, and you're always the victim. There comes a time where you need to speak with somebody, because the problem can be you. And that's fine. That's fine. Chrissy's like, not me, never. The problem can be you. And if you took the steps to correct that, we wouldn't be seeing you on social media all the time posting the same videos about different people.
Constantly.
Constantly.
Like, why do you care that much? And that's my biggest thing. Can we normalize mind your business?
I
Like,
wish. I wish.
why do you care that much? Like, there's nothing I care that much about that I'm going to blast it all over social media. Because the thing is you're real brave behind the screen, but you would never, people that do that on social media would never say any of that to your face. Ever. They would never say that to your face.
Yep. They don't. And that was my big thing when we had an issue where we had some social media drama go on. It quickly ended only because we just got off the talk. We were like, nope, not doing it. Not doing this is starting to cross a line where it's getting into, a mental health thing. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not participating. I'm just going to not go on TikTok anymore. And I didn't go live for many, many, many months. Many, many, many months, because I just don't want to be involved with that type of drama. If you can't come and say it to me and have a conversation, and you're going to be a keyboard warrior and hide behind a screen, I'm not going to do it. And it's not just this platform, guys. It's all of them. I see. We just started posting on the tube, and I see more drama. Worse. They get your personal life involved. People are paying for other people's body cams to catch them in all these different situations, paying the police to give them the body cams because you can order it because you're a journalist or whatever. And they're putting out people's personal information without even realizing these people have kids, or they're going to have kids at some point, or they have family members. What if you had a sick mother that is now seeing all this stuff unfold on social media? Do you want to find out stuff about your kids on social media? Do you want to find stuff about your husband on social media, your wife on social media? It is it's life-changing. And people I don't want to be the reason why somebody loses family members, or somebody loses their wife or their husband. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be involved in this drama. Come and come correctly and just have a conversation. Real life drama, it becomes relationship problems, family issues, money stress, mental health struggles, real consequences, real emotions, real outcomes, right? That's real life drama. You can't delete real life drama. You can't delete a comment. You
No, you have to
can't,
face it.
what?
You have to face it. That's the
Yeah,
difference. You have to.
you have to face it. And people would rather fight behind a keyboard and not face their problems because they can just shut their laptop down, they can shut their phone off, they can put it on airplane mode and be done with it until they want to do it again. And we've been seeing that a lot more lately. And I feel bad for our kids because when I was in high school, really showing my age now, we didn't have social media. We didn't.
Thank
It was
God.
meet me over the walkover bridge at the when the bell rings. That was our drama. That was our drama. There was no Facebook stalking. There was no, all the things, right? There was none of that. None of that. It was meet me over the walkover bridge. Nobody could record it because we didn't have cell phones. We had pagers, like with our little codes on our pagers. We didn't have none of this, and I feel really bad for our kids because they're really struggling.
Well, nothing's private anymore. Nothing.
Right? Nothing.
Nothing's private
Nothing
anymore.
is private. Nothing is private. Once you become part of the social media world, nothing is off limits. And it's really, really sick. It's really, really sick because you have people doxing people. You have people giving people's personal information, pictures, these poor kids' pictures that are going out. It's just like, look at the whole Savannah Guthrie case where she's missing, right? And somebody's sending ransom notes. The FBI can't even find out where these ransom notes are coming from on the computer. Not like I'm going to tape some words to a piece of paper with my gloves on and drop it in their mailbox. No, this is a digital footprint and they cannot find people. Like, it's a scary world and we're fighting over who's doing better than somebody else on a social media app. Who's got more followers than somebody on a social media app? Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong. You know what's even more crazier? Some of these people will become your friends just to get the information to
Right.
put it out there.
Right.
So you have to be really careful of who you're friends with and what you share and what you don't share because some people are out there just to get you.
Yeah.
And that's scary in itself. And I don't remember that when I was younger. Like, I mean, I didn't have friends that were just my friends out to get me.
Yeah. It's a real life. It's real life now.
It's a competition and it's crazy. There's enough room for everybody. It shouldn't be a competition.
Right. Exactly. And
and women are the worst. They're the worst.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
yep. I tell guys all the time, I'm like, women are crazy. I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you do it. I really don't.
It's insane to me. Mm-hmm. It's insane to me.
It's crazy. It's a wild behavior. It's getting out of hand. It's atrocious. I could say all the things, all the big words that are going to make me look smart, but it's downright disgusting. That's all it is. It's downright disgusting. It's when social media gets too real. It raises anxiety. It feeds overthinking. It creates fake narratives. It keeps you emotionally stuck in situations that don't exist offline. They don't exist. It's like you turn on the computer, you see, it's kind of like when you see something you don't agree with, like on YouTube. Somebody said something, a TV personality said something I didn't agree with. What did I do? I shut it off.
Yeah.
I shut it off, and that's what, and I love on these types of apps that we're on now, when the trolls come in and they call you names and I laugh, I pin the comment. I'm like, you listen, I know I'm a big girl. Like, you can call me at the FAT word, obese. You can call me all of them. You can call me. I already know. So I don't know why you're telling me. Like, does it make you feel better? Like, I need to know what it does for you to come into somebody's room you do not know and just spew things. Just spew them. And they want a reaction. And I give it to them because I have fun with it. But it makes me feel bad for them because I'm like, what is going on in their life that they think that that's okay? And who raised you? Who raised you, man? You need me to be your mom? Like, what is happening?
Well, I think we also need to normalize that social media is a false reality, right? Because it's
Yes.
not real. Like a lot of things that we do is not real. They're skits, they're play. I mean, it's not real reality. We're doing it for views, and a lot of people get so fantasized in it and believe it's real life, and then they question their life. And I just think we need to normalize that the obsession that people have with people on social media.
Right.
Like it needs to like I don't remember where I was going with that. I'm so distracted.
I think a lot of it is the world is normalizing things that shouldn't be normalized.
Yeah.
And we all know what goes on in the world. We've watched the news. We're not blind to it. People want to normalize things that should never, ever be normalized. But they're not putting up a stance against people that are being cyber bullied or
Yeah,
stalked or
make that make
any of
sense.
that. Yeah.
You can't say FAT on here, but you can make videos about people and you can put comments on their videos that call I mean, I've been called as big as a house. I've been called so much stuff, but they don't do anything about it. And if
Right.
the creator stands up for themselves, then they get
They
banned.
get
But the
nannered.
people that are doing
Because we
it,
can't say that, you know?
oh, shoot,
No,
get
you're
nannered. Like make that make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Like
right.
it's yeah. Sometimes I feel like TikTok allows more things than they should allow, and they stop what's not doesn't need to be stopped, and they allow what doesn't need to be allowed
Right.
because it makes money.
Right. It makes them the money, so they're not going to do anything about it. And I know that, you know, we all say, like, I'm very big on protect your peace. Protect your peace at all costs, because at the end of the day, you're the one that has to sleep. You're the one that has to get up and go to work in the morning. You're the one that has to get up to take care of your kids. If you're not okay, you can't help the people that you love around you be okay. And a lot of times we don't realize that some things just don't need our energy. Some things just don't need our energy. Argue when people argue just to argue, they misinterpret things on purpose, start a fight. They perceive things a certain way. Like I'm huge on perception. Like that's why I always say when there's a fight that isn't on purpose, you have to always understand the way somebody else is perceiving what you're giving, right? So I don't want to get too much into this, but when my son was growing up, he had, some things going on, and one of his biggest issues was perception. And I think that's why it hits home to me so much, because I saw as a child how he would perceive certain things, and it was so unrealistic. But there are grown adults that are like that. There are grown adults that don't get the help that they need as a younger child, and their perception is just not reality. And, we see it on TV a lot. We see it on TV a lot with all this, political arguments and religion arguments and sexuality arguments, all these arguments. And people aren't realizing that they have to take into account other people's perceptions. Because just because I perceive it a certain way, it doesn't make it true. And just because Christy perceives it another way, it doesn't make it true. Everybody has their own perception of what's going on, and it doesn't mean that they're right. It just means that you have to try to understand each other from where they're coming from. And it could be totally off the wall, and you may not ever agree with it, but you have to try to understand where they're coming from and why they're coming from there, that direction. I had a very, very close friend of mine, that she lied to me about something that it was a large lie, but I knew why she did it. And she, to this day, doesn't know that I know she lied. But I knew the reason why she was doing it. And it was something that she couldn't control, that she was embarrassed of. So she put something out there to make something, it look better than it was. And I knew from the moment it came out of her mouth that it wasn't true. But for the years and years I've known her, I never let her know that I knew she was lying. So you have to sometimes think that if the shoe was on the other foot, I may have not have done that, but I see why she did it. So it didn't cause drama in my life. It didn't make me lose sleep. I wasn't like, oh my God, my best friend lied to me. It didn't mean that to me because I understood where it was coming from, and I understood her childhood, and I understood her upbringing and her insecurities. And when you understand somebody to that level, that stuff doesn't matter.
It's not that important.
It's not that important.
You don't always have to call somebody out on their lies either. Like
Yeah,
you
you
didn't.
don't.
Like you
You
don't
don't.
have to, because sometimes they just don't want you to know something. Like you said, they don't want you to know, and you honestly don't need to know. So,
Yep.
yeah.
You cause unnecessary arguing at that point. And don't argue with people. And this has nothing to do with my friend. This is a whole different subject. Don't argue with people. This is about protecting your peace. Remember, don't argue with people committed to misunderstanding you. There are going to be people in our lives that do not want to understand you. You are wrong. Your thoughts don't matter. And they are going to get off on misunderstanding you because they think a different way. That causes unnecessary drama. Get those people out of your life. Get those people out of your life because I see it every day. There are people that are going to have different beliefs than you, that are going to have different ideologies than you. They're just going to be different. And it's okay to be different because some people can be different and still love each other, still agree to disagree. But then you have people that just think their opinion is truth and that they are right, you are wrong, and nothing you say is going to change that. And nothing they say is going to change that because you believe in two different things, right? But there are people that they make it their job to misunderstand you on purpose. They want to misunderstand you because they want to fight with you because their opinion is right no matter what. Stay away from people like that or just have a happy medium and don't talk about it because you're never going to get anywhere. It's just going to that's real life drama hitting you in the face, and it's just going to keep hitting you in the face until you just stop having the conversation. Stop it. Please. Please. For the holy love of God, stop it. It's like Jimmy. I'm a Met fan. He's a Yankee fan. He's never going to like the Mets. I do kind of like the Yankees a little bit now. Don't tell my dad. God rest his soul. But he's never going to be a Met fan. And he's not nice about it. He's not nice about it. And I just understand that. So I don't have the conversation. He just gets mad because I call every Yankee player Darryl Strawberry, even though none of them are Darryl Strawberry. That's how I get back at him.
Not a Yankees fan.
Yeah, well, not everybody can be perfect.
I know it's hard. I tell my husband that all the time. It's hard to be this perfect.
It's hard. I go and when I do something wrong, because Jimmy's biggest pet peeve right now and what causes drama in our house is that I leave empty water bottles everywhere. Like I will fill up the ice maker and then put the water bottle right next to it and walk away, and then I forget to go back and get it, and then I leave it and he's like, "You with the water bottles?" Yeah. That's what's causing drama in my home right now. Do you have one thing causing real life drama in your home? Nothing?
Well, yesterday, look, I saw another one that over. Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go back. Yeah, my husband feels the need to clean the garage every other weekend. And it's the same 6 boxes that we're moving around. annoying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, leave it alone. It's fine.
This is the normal drama. This is
Yeah.
normal.
And that's normal drama in my house. Or
Yeah.
like if I like my husband will make the bed while I'm in it because we can't have a messy bed. Why would could I mean
My God.
irritates my soul.
Yeah. We have drama about my clothes. I have way too much clothes. And I like to put it on the couch in the bedroom and I
Oh,
like
that
to
would
put
never
it
happen
all
at my
over.
house.
Oh my
I'd
God.
be in so much trouble.
Do you know what it is? He's the man and he's got more dressers. He's got the bigger closet. He's got all the room. I have a little closet and one big dresser. And I have way too much clothes for that. So I have to fold it, put it on my vanity chair. Then there's some on my I have like a recliner in my bedroom. I have some on the recliner. Like but they're neat. They're just in there, not
Yeah, I
not in the
literally
right
went through
place.
clothes the other day because we have like a, so I have them in the dresser, I
Hmm.
have them in the closet, and then we have like a stand, like a chair thing that, like a chest. I have them in there.
Hmm.
And so the other day I was like, I'm gonna go through these, right? Because I like have, and then if all my clothes are washed, it's a mess because I don't have enough room to put them everywhere. I mean, so I went through them the other day and I literally got rid of 3 big black bags of clothes, and I still could clothe
Yeah,
people.
the whole
I
block.
have
Yeah,
like 40, I have like 45 hoodies.
yeah. Well, I told him last night. I said, okay, starting tomorrow, anything I put on in the morning and then I take off because I don't like it, I'm just gonna put in a bin and donate it. So this morning I put on clothes that I knew I'd like, so I didn't have to do that. But that's what I'm going to do. Every morning, if I don't like something I put on and I
Oh,
have to take it off, I'm getting rid of it.
I couldn't do that because I might like it with something else.
No, I have to. I have to. If I don't start somewhere, I'm not going to start.
My thing is if I get rid of it, okay, this
Hmm.
is in my mind, if I get rid of it, then I can replace it with something.
No.
Yeah.
Well, when you get rid of 10 things, replace it with one thing.
I'm gonna replace it with a whole bunch. Well, right now, like I have a whole bunch of clothes because I used to be way skinnier, right? And I have a whole bunch of clothes that don't fit me.
Well, that's
But I
true
don't
too.
know.
I have a bunch of I will not get rid of those because I want to get rid of my bigger clothes when those fit me.
But I don't want to get rid of them for one reason because they cost me a lot of money, and I've already got rid of a lot of clothes that don't fit me. And I want to get back to that weight, which I probably won't.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Don't get rid of the smaller clothes. Get rid of like this sweatshirt I'm wearing right
Nope.
now. When I stand up, it looks like a friggin' dress.
I don't have any. I've gotten rid of everything that's too big for me. So right now, I have a lot of things that don't fit me, and I barely have anything that fits me. But I can't buy. Like today, I was like, I want to go to Ross, and he's like, you don't need to go to Ross, and I was like, you don't need to tell me what to do because we're going to the zoo, and I need a zoo outfit. And he goes, no, you don't. And I'm like, okay, whatever. That's the drama in our house. I like to spend money, and he does not, and I think it's rude.
Well, you know, some real life drama is easier than social media drama.
I would rather
Some.
deal with my household drama. That's just
Yeah.
me, because some people do
Yeah.
live in
Right.
have hard
Hard
lives,
times. Yeah.
and getting on social media is a way for them to escape it. But
Hmm.
I would rather deal with my home life drama because
Hmm.
there's not a lot of it than social media drama.
Yeah.
Like I got on this app because it was fun. Like
Right.
during COVID, it was fun. And now all you see every other scroll is people beefing. And I'm like,
Yeah. It's
we're in
annoying.
our 40s. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
gonna be 50 in 3 years,
Hmm.
right? I think
No,
four
because
years.
I'm in 3 years.
So I'm gonna be 50 in 4 years.
Hmm.
I don't care what you're doing in your life if it doesn't affect my everyday life.
Hmm.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I can burn a million bridges and never speak to you again, and that's perfectly okay. I don't know you. I was fine before I met you, and I'm gonna be fine after you're gone.
Yeah.
Because really, you're just not. It's just social media. I don't care
Yeah.
that much. I'm not that invested
Yeah.
in it. That I have to need to make a million videos about you.
Hmm.
I don't care.
And
Like
there was something you said a few minutes ago that draws into, my last point is that, when we said, our home, we'd rather deal with our home life. And she said that some people don't have great home lives, so not everybody could say that. And that's, if I can get anything, or we can get anything through anybody's head on this, and I know it's probably not, but it needs to be said over and over again, that you don't know what people are truly going through in their family life, their home life, their work life. Some people can't put food on the table for their kids. Some people are going home and getting, all the bad things that you can think of are happening. Like, look at all these, I'm a true crime fanatic. Look at all these things that go on behind closed doors that you don't know about until somebody's not alive, like walking this earth anymore. So you don't know what people are going through. And I'm getting tired of opening social media and seeing people taking their own lives. And you don't know. And some people, and it's sad, some people truly don't care.
Yeah,
And it's really, really sad. But before you start participating in the social media drama, pause and just think about maybe your hardest time that you ever went through. And just think, what if that person is going through something 10 times worse than my hardest time that I ever went through? What if somebody's going through something just minuscule of my hardest thing? Because your hardest thing could have been rock bottom. We don't know. Pause for a second. Stop checking your stories like who viewed it, who didn't view it, who am I mad at for not viewing. Stop checking your story like it's a personality test. Remember, not everything needs to be posted. And if you really have, even if you don't know them, if you really have a hard time with somebody on social media, why don't you try to talk to them about it? Throw them a message. Be like, listen, I don't know what's going on in your life, but I don't have the time for this. So let's just talk about it. Let's hash it out. Like, just try, because you don't know what is going on the other side of that laptop, that phone, that TV, whatever they're using to communicate. You don't know what's going on. So just stop. Just end the social media drama. Bring it to real life and talk to people on the phone,
or don't,
text,
or don't,
right, or
just
shut
leave
it.
it alone.
Disconnect.
Just let it be. Because people also gotta think, if some of these people, like you say, play the victim, right? And it's all poor me when it's happening to them, but then turn around and do it to somebody else. And how are you going to feel when that person's in the situation that you were supposedly in?
Supposedly, yeah.
Supposedly.
It's the operative word. Yeah.
Or like, just because somebody seems happy, most people that are, in my experience, that are cheerful and you wouldn't know what was going on in their life are the ones that take their own lives.
Yeah.
So instead of, I don't remember what I was going to say, but
instead of participating, just shut up.
I was going to say, like, they might not seem like they have mental health problems, but you don't really know that because some people put on a fake show. But then you also have those sick people that sit behind the computer, and I think they get a kick out of watching somebody be miserable, and that's sick.
Yeah.
It's really sick.
Well, there's somebody in particular that, there's a few people actually that I see on a regular, that are still posting about things that happened in our drama years ago, right? And that's the perfect example of people that have something deeper going on. Because if you're still clapping about something that happened years ago, something deeper is going on that if you can't let it go. And I'm not saying it to be mean. I'm not saying it to be mean. I truly, genuinely, and that's kind of why I took a break, because it just wasn't stopping. And I was just like, how are these people still upset about nothing? About nothing. And they're still, it's like, they'll be okay for a couple weeks and then all of a sudden the posts will start coming up on the feeds again. And it's just, how are you still letting that bother you?
The thing is
something's wrong.
The thing is it looks like some people are still attacking the same people because they use the same thing and the same rumors, and they're off to somebody else.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's sad.
Yeah.
And I can't speak for anybody else, but that last year was a rough year. And fortunately, I'm mentally stable, right? So I can handle it. But not everybody is. And I just hope that the people that are doing that give up before it's too late.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Especially when it's people like at one point you truly, truly cared for. You know, you just want them to be okay. Thank you, Troy. You just want them to be okay. And when you see all the time a downward spiral down, you're like, when's it going to stop? You know, what's going to be the time where it stops? And I don't want it to be anything truly heartbreaking. I want people to get the help or reach out and get what they need to get over things, because it's got to be something traumatic that happened to them way before we were around, that pushes people to act the way they do and react the way they do and perceive things the way they perceive them.
Right. And the people that are bullying, like, I just want to say this, like, people on the internet that take, grown people that take time out of their day to bully somebody. If you have children and that same thing that you're doing to somebody else was being done to your child, how would that make you feel? You would be singing a whole different tune if it was your child that was going through that, but you have no problem to get on this app and bully somebody else's child, because at the end of the day, they're somebody's child. And I just think that we should do better. You don't have to like everybody. I don't like everybody, but I don't go out of my way to make sure that that person's day is miserable because I don't like them. Right. I don't care enough. I don't care enough. And
I agree.
I just feel like we need to normalize, like, let it go, move on.
Yep.
Go right
What did
past
Sammy
it.
say? A couple of, it costs nothing to be kind. It costs nothing to be kind. And that's what I say. I'm always the one, like, if I'm walking into 7-Eleven, somebody's holding the door open for me, I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Have a great day. I'm always talking to people that walk past me. I don't like have a conversation with them, but I'm always like, hi, happy Sunday. You know, whatever it is, especially if the person looks miserable. Like if you see somebody, just say, do you know what a smile can do for one person that people just don't smile at?
Can
You
do a
know?
lot.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah. It can change somebody's whole day and whole day.
Right. I just like hope that if you have children, that you love them enough that you would think about what you're doing. I mean, I don't know, because your children see it.
Yeah.
Your children see it. They're going to grow up, and once it's on the internet, it's there forever. There's no escaping it. Somebody's seen it. Somebody shared it. Somebody's screen recorded it. It's there forever. It's never going away.
Right.
So before you open the app and want to attack somebody, you should think about that. Because if it was your child, you'd feel a whole different.
Yep. Yep. And think before you comment. Just because you see other people commenting nasty things doesn't mean you have to do it too.
Right.
Doesn't mean you have to do it too.
I was just talking to somebody the other day, and I was saying, like, when we were having the internet drama, if the group of people I was with went too far and was doing things that could make somebody hurt themselves, I would not participate in that. There would be no way I'd participate in that. And I think that speaks about your character, because if you, just because you're with a group of people and you see them doing something and you participate in it because they're doing it, that says a lot about you. Because I love my friends, but if they were those type of people, I would back away. I would be like, I don't want nothing. A great thing they're not, but I wouldn't be posting people's real life situations and telling the world about it in a post.
Right.
And I wouldn't be participating in it. I would be like,
yeah.
So you can say all day it's somebody else, but if you're participating in it, you're just as bad. And even if you make it and delete it, you're still just as bad as those other people because you made it. So.
And that's why I stepped away, because there was drama that I did participate in. I didn't say anything like
that's what I mean.
What was being said. But it was like tit for tat. Like they made a video, I made a video, you know, stuff like that. But it came to a point where I was like, I don't want nothing to do with this. This is not creating value for my life. This is just making me pissed because I'm the kind of person that like, come say it to me. Come
Right.
say it to me. Let's have a discussion. Let's
Right.
see what the problem is and work it out because we're both, we both came from the same place. We both
Mm.
were birthed. We both have parents. We both have children. We both, you know, let's figure it out because I want to be somebody that we all make mistakes, right? I've made mistakes. I've yelled at people. I've bickered with people. I've made posts about people. Absolutely. Is it right? Absolutely not. But I
But
want to be the person that claps for her. I want to be the person that makes sure everybody else around me is good. I don't want to do better than everybody else. I want people to do better than me so I don't have to worry about them. And then my time will come when my time comes. And I think that it's this world, there's enough for everybody. And I feel like people lose that in translation. Everybody worries and everybody lets the stress get the best of them and they want to be better than everybody else and they get jealous or this person's not texting me back. They can't stand me. This person's talking about me. It's just stop. Stop letting your mind do that to you because like we were just talking about overthinking, sometimes your mind can be your worst enemy sometimes. And stop letting what you think dictate truth. You have to figure out the truth for yourself. You have to figure it out before you get mad.
right.
Because if you're just fighting everybody else's battles, it's not getting you nowhere. And I'm not doing that no more. Never again. Unless it's my kid. His battles I will fight. But he's old enough to fight his own battles, so I shouldn't say that. But I think we're going to end it now. I think we did great. I think we got our points across. Did you have anything else you wanted to say about social media drama versus real life drama?
Yeah.
No, I
Feel
think we
better.
got it
That's all
all
I can
out.
say. I think there's drama everywhere, and I think social media drama is probably the worst kind of drama. But I just think we should normalize being kind to people, and
I
not
think
even
we should
being kind.
normalize growing the fuck up.
Just ignore. Just mind your business. If you don't want to be friends, like tomorrow, I did not want to be your friend. There would never have to be a day that you would have to worry about anything you've ever told me. I would not make a post about it.
No, me neither.
Nobody knows this, but like last week, I was dragged on this app again by a family member that I love with all my heart. Never once did I make a video about her. The only thing I did to say we love different because I would never put your business out there, and that was it. Right. And it's over. She deleted them. She apologized to everybody that she made the videos about. But I've known her since she was 1 year old. I could drag her for the end to the end of time, but I would never
Right.
because why? What would be the point? She was mad. Okay. You had your fit.
You had your fit. You got it out. You got it out. I was your target. You got it out.
Right.
You got it out. Thank
But I
you.
didn't need to go and tell her real life business. She didn't tell my real life business, but I didn't need to go one step above her and tell her real life business.
Right.
And I see that so much on social media. And
Yeah.
to me, that's not, you were never my friend. If we were not friends tomorrow and you went and told my deepest, darkest secrets that I've told you, or say I struggle with something or whatever, and you went and made videos about me, you were never my friend in the first place.
Yeah.
Because loyalty means you're still loyal to that person after they're not your friend.
And I think we forget when somebody tells us something, and I always think this, and I think that's why I don't blab people's business. If somebody's that comfortable with you to tell you something that is so deep and such their secret, you should feel privileged that they're trusting you with that. So to share that even in a fight, it truly shows the type of person you are, and those are the people that I try to stay away from.
Right.
If you feel comfortable enough, and I always say this to people, You can ask one of my best friends, Dawn. She will tell you if anybody came when we worked together and started to talk to me about somebody else, I would always stop them and be like, we can have this conversation if you're going to say it in front of them as well. And I would make them come into the room. I do not want to hear you talking about them if you're not saying it to them. You're going to say it in front of me and that person.
Right.
So always be mindful of what people are trusting you with, and maybe take some, and even if you guys have like some kind of tit for tat back and forth argument, maybe remember those times that that person trusted you with something that they held dear to themselves.
Right.
And didn't tell anybody else.
I think that was the difference, is that we might have made videos about people, but I never ever, and I could have, but I never ever, I didn't look things up to find stuff on people like it was done to me. Why? What would I have got out of it? Nothing. I wouldn't have got anything out of it. What would it have solved? Nothing.
Yeah.
I would have just took my wasted time that I could never get back to what?
Right.
Tell you something about you that somebody probably already knows.
Yeah.
Why would I need to do? I don't need to do that. And like you said, if somebody trusts me that much to tell me their deepest, darkest secrets, I'm a one mess up person. If after we weren't friends, I went and told that.
Exactly.
And I don't want that karma, and I want, when I'm gone, I want to have people to be able to say good things about me, not wish they never met me.
Exactly.
Because you can come back from that, right? If we get in a fight tomorrow, because reality, if you have friends, you're not going to always agree, right?
Right.
If we get in an argument tomorrow and don't speak to each other for a month, and I didn't go on social media and tell all your business, there's a chance we could still be friends and get over our little tit for tat. But if I go on social media and tell all your business, you're never going to want to speak to me again, and you're going to wish you never did speak to me.
Yep. And if we did, it would be a whole different relationship.
Right.
You're always going to have that in the back of your
again.
mind. It's just like a cheater in a relationship. You're always going to have that in the back of your mind if you get back together. It's never going to be okay again. It's the same thing. And I want to end with this. You know what trends are, right? So those posts that we post that are like cheeky and a little funny and like sarcastic, they're TikTok trends, guys. They don't mean to be aimed at anybody. They come up in our popular trends, and then we make the video. So it's not always about you. And that's what I'm going to end it on. TikTok trends are a real thing, guys. Yeah. Check your TikTok, check your Facebook, check your Insta. Some things are not always about you. They're about the trends. I just want to end on that note because you guys be funny when it comes to TikTok trends. It's always about somebody.
Right.
I'm like, yeah. It's like, we just did one. What am I, a roach? I know I'm her friend. It was a trend. I didn't really get offended, guys.
What do you really think about me?
I know. I called her. I'm like, you really don't think I'm your friend? No, I'm just kidding. I didn't do that.
Right.
I don't care enough. No, I'm just kidding.
We made fake beef videos about each other.
Oh my God, that was so much fun. We got to do that again.
Right. Yeah. And just for fun. It wasn't real because it gets views, right? Like when I'm making a video, I'm not thinking about any, besides when I was beefing with that person and they made videos about me. I want to say any video I've ever made about somebody, it was made about me first. I've never went out of my day to make a video about somebody that I don't care about.
Yeah.
But I'm not, when I'm looking at something, I'm not like, oh, let's do that one. Because they might think it's about them. So let me post it to
I wish I had that much time in my day. I really do.
I don't. And now I feel like I have to think about it. I'm like, am I going to restart a beef from a
year ago? It's so crazy. Like I'll post something and I'm like, oh, who's going to take that the wrong way?
Right. Because I promise it has nothing to do other than I like the sound or I think it's funny. Yeah. Or it could have something to do with my cousin that I posted a video about telling her that we love different because I would never do that to her. And I didn't put my cousin, I put fam. So somebody could take that the wrong way and thinking I'm talking about them. I mean, but I wasn't. But I feel like if that's what you want to do at this point in my life, you will never get me out of character.
Right.
You don't mean that much to me. You're not going to get me out of character.
No.
You did before and you will never again.
And you don't want to get me out of character.
Yeah.
Not nice. It's not nice. And then I cry because I'm so mean that I make myself cry.
Well,
Please don't take me out of my character.
I literally had to step away because I was so out of character. I wanted to rip people's faces off. Like
I climbed through a fence, broke the fence. When the cops came, they were like, "What happened?" I was like, "He ain't trying to hit me." So I broke his fence. Like, this is like, things happen, guys. Real life drama happens. Don't make them walk out of their faith. Don't make them step out of their character. Don't. Breathe a little bit.
You don't know what people are capable of. That's the scary thing. You don't know what people are capable of. So it could be just a joke to you or fun to you, and somebody could do something that you could never change. So you probably should be careful. I'm not saying me. I'm just saying.
Watch true crime, guys.
In your journey of life.
If you think about pissing somebody off, watch true crime documentaries. You won't piss anybody off anymore.
Because you could make somebody snap. You really could.
Did you ever see the show Snap? Thank you for the heart, Mage. Ever see
the show? I watch it all the time. My husband watches it every day because he says that he thinks it's going to be me.
Jimmy says that. No, Jimmy says that all the time. Like, I'll be watching like a true documentary series about a woman like burying her husband in the backyard, and he'll be like, "Are you getting ideas? Like, should I call somebody?"
Malcolm says he watches it to know the signs. I'm like, I've been married 3 times. If I was,
you're never gonna know, baby. You're never gonna know.
Like, but I'm like a firecracker. When I'm mad, I'm mad. Like it takes a lot I have to come down.
Yeah, I go from 0 to 100, but it does take me a lot to get there. But once I'm there, I'm blackout.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can be your best friend or your worst enemy. Ask my husband.
Yeah.
That's all. You could ask all my husbands.
But I want to be everybody's best friend.
Me too. I want to be everybody's best friend.
I just want everybody to love each other.
And even if I don't want to be your best friend, I still want to see you eat, just not at my table. And that should be normalized. You don't have to eat at my table. And that's okay. That doesn't make me a bad person. Right. I don't have to be friends with you. I don't have to. And some people cannot handle the word no.
Yeah. I don't want. And some people hear people say that, and now they say it, but it ain't true because they still causing trauma.
They reflect.
I'm like, wow, that sounds so familiar.
Like, wow. Think the same thing. I'm like, wow. You have a notebook and got all this.
I think so.
This person said this. This person said this. I
like that one. I'm gonna make it next year. I'm gonna make that into a video about someone else. It's just crazy, guys. But I hope you enjoyed the podcast. We're going to end it before it gets way too long for me to do all the things to it.
Love you all.
But we love you all, and thank you all for hanging out with us. And we will see you on the flip side.